cheerleaders out there, brought to us by Don Allen Ford. We're in the Don Allen Ford halftime show, and we are on the back side of the fields here, so we don't see the young ladies' faces. It's sometime we'll set up on the other side of the field, or maybe sometime. And oh, here comes some Blue Man Group people. Who are these guys?
What the heck?
Are these Millis guys or what? But anyways, we see the young ladies over there, led by co-captain Tanisha Baptiste, Emily Sylvia, Danielle James, Taja Lee Falcona, Class Carter, Chelsea Dembry, Jamie Bueller, Hannah Belez, Emily Ferreira, Asmita KC, and Shananika Mason. All those fine young ladies. The Nantucket cheerleaders. The cheerleaders again are brought to you by Don Allen Ford and the Don Allen Ford halftime show. New and used vehicles on sale at Don Allen Ford.
Yep.
Here for second half action. Kickoff's coming up, and again I'd like to mention all our 5 sponsors will bring you the wheel of season. Island Carpets, Seagrill, Island Pharmacy, Island Lumber, Joe Rapaki CPA, Killen Real Estate, Congdon & Coleman Insurance, Brock Insurance. Here's the kickoff in the middle of this. This time they do kick it deep, John.
They do kick it deep, so I guess you're right, they can kick it. And he hits about the 30-yard line before he's stacked up hard.
And the rest of these 5 sponsors: Axe Screen and Window Repair, Santa's Rubbish Removal, Nantucket Civic League, Nantucket Booster Club, Nantucket Airlines, Nantucket Electric, The Box, Furry Friends of Nantucket, Humphrey Electric, Island Pharmacy, Martin Bork Painting, At a Glance Window Treatments, Island Variety, The Inquirer and Mirror, David Goodman Tiling, Cam Appliance, Rick's Paint and Maintenance, Matica Marine, Nantucket Insurance, Lindsay Incorporated, Fairgrounds Restaurant, Harborview Oil Corporation, Don Allen Ford, and Sign Here. We thank all those fine sponsors.
The Whalers deferred it one to toss, but deferred it to now. Looks like a great idea now because they can see if they can get their offense rolling. Again, to pass on that quarterback keeper, and he is stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Millis is just too tough on the defensive end, and Nantucket just can't find the answer here to get something going.
Well, Whalers are going to know they were in a football game today, a real old-fashioned hard tackling football game. Spread out now.
Yeah, Millis is a lot. I saw the Blue Hills game the couple of weeks ago where that was a ball game for about 3 periods. But Millis is a much tougher team than Blue Hills. Blue Hills was a finesse type team.
Little reverse to Lewis,
Oh, man,
and he slips. See, he did a good job getting away from one tackler, and then he slipped right when he tried to turn it. So that gets back to the line of scrimmage. It is going to be 3rd and very long. 3rd and 9.
You just can't keep putting yourself into 3rd and 9 situations.
It's awful tough for an offense to work themselves out of that. It's like a baseball pitcher that gets behind an account.
Nantucket only has about 10 yards total offense for the whole game because they're losing just as much as they're gaining.
Well, we'll see if they go to the end now. They got people spread out. Lewis in motion. The pass rolling away. Looking to throw, has some pressure, scrambling. And he's going to be sacked for a loss of about 5. So it is going to be 4th and about 14. They'll punt this one away.
Millis, in my mind, John, it is funny to say that they're playing like a man-to-man defense. So no matter who goes where, there's somebody going with them. So they're not fooling anybody. So to me, it seems like a guy in defense says, "I got number 7 no matter where he goes. I got number 10 no matter where he goes, and I got number 81 no matter where he goes."
Well, they're making good reads. They're making good reads, and there's not much to read really. The pass has the ball, and he's gonna run it. They're gonna do. There's not much slickness to this Whaler offense.
Pretty good kick there. Takes a Nantucket
nice
roll. And Ron Campen, as he is so many times down the field, to down it, but Nantucket now has got to go in defense, and pretty much a short field for Millis here. They're going to start in their own 44. Nantucket Airlines, we're all about the island. Call now for reservations, 228-6234.
Well, just about midfield. Whaler defense is going to have to. They're going to get tested right away. Again in this half. Well, just a little off tackle hand up to Chris Isle, number 21, and you know he got stood up and he kept his feet going, and he got a few more rounds, a few more yards. So it is second and about 6. And that's a difference, Dick, in the tackling on both sides.
Yeah, Millis is a good tackling club, that's for sure. I'm predicting they're going to get to the ball in their division. I'm looking at the teams who they play in their league, and I'm looking at the way they're playing it tonight. I don't know anything about these teams, but I just have a feeling that they're going to be a team that is going to make a good run and get in the ball. They won't play Nantucket in the ball because they're 2 divisions higher. That's the sad thing about it.
Well, sometimes these games toughen you up early in the season, so maybe that's not a bad thing for the Wales. Little power formation here. Ball goes to All again. He bounces around, finds a hole, starts to cut it up.
No flag came out. Right in front of the official over there on the other side of the field. Dylan Perry was in position to make the tackle, and he stepped in front of the defender, and the defender just held him just a bit to keep him from taking a step towards making a tackle, and that just a bit cost the Wheelers 15 yards and a first down.
Ball to 29, and that was a nice run. Now that was a guy who he took the ball to the outside and was able to break it up. Wales have been unsuccessful in doing that against Millis Hopedale. Again, it goes to the halfback. Keeps his head up, drives backwards. Another first down, and that was the co-captain, Bailey Tangi.
He's got 2 touchdowns today rushing, John. That there was probably a better rush than both touchdowns. And he's listed as a quarterback. You know, tough kid.
Well, he gets down low, he gets hit, he keeps his feet moving. The football basics, you know.
Brian DePass comes out. He looked a little bit shaken up on that. Getting him a little bit of rest on defense here. He's taken a lot of big hits today, mainly on the offensive side. Going camping, trying to run himself into the backfield there, but the ball went inside of him. So it'll be 2nd and 9 here for Millis. John, they get the ball down to the 17-yard line here, so they're knocking on the door again.
No, and this is the kind of power football drive you were talking about all day, Dick. Going to run the ball, got a couple of first downs on the ground, take the time, eat the clock up.
So there's a timeout on the field, and the upcoming schedule here for Nantucket. They'll be home again next Saturday night as Bristol Plymouth comes to town. Bristol Plymouth was in a very exciting game last night. 6 overtimes the game won. 6 overtimes, and they lost.
Don't they have a tiebreaker after the first?
No, each team gets the ball on the 10-yard line. At the end of regulation, it was 20-20, and then State 20-20, the third overtime period, both teams scored and made it 26-26. The fourth overtime, both teams scored, made it 32-32, and then finally the sixth, they lost it. 11 touchdowns in the game, only 1 extra point was made. So, if you made the extra point, the game would have been over in regulation.
All right, 2nd and about 9. Looking to throw, looking to pass. Can't find anybody open. Tries to turn it up. And he's taken down by Von Campen.
Yeah, Von Campen reacted nicely on that. He came right inside as soon as he saw the quarterback tucking and start to move up the field.
Yep, and equally important, the defensive backs did a good job shutting down those receivers because he looked up twice to throw and couldn't see anybody open.
So that brings up a 3rd down. The ball is just inside the 15. Naturally, they're in 4-down territory unless they have a kicker.
They have a kicker. They've kicked every extra point.
You know, you say, why would they try a field goal here? For practice.
Practice.
For when
game
you might
situation.
need it in a game situation. We'll see what happens, though, in this 3rd down play right now.
Again, looking to pass. Looks up. Going to go right down the middle. Touchdown. That's to George Pekopoulos. Number 1. He's a senior. 5'10", 170 pounds. Got right open down the middle, and he just put the ball right into him. This quarterback's had a pretty good arm, Dick.
Was that number 1 or number 4, John?
Oh, I thought it was number 1. I could be wrong. Nope, looks like number 4 on the sidelines.
Yeah, number 4,
that would be Joe Coretta.
So Coretta scores on the pass, and that's two touchdown passes for the quarterback. Oh, and a missed extra point. You can run that back, guys. Get it and run. No, the ball is growing down. I'm thinking it was a field goal. Field goal you can run back. Extra point you can't run back unless you catch it in the air. Okay, that extra point brought to us by Nantucket Airlines. We're all about the island. Kickoff coming up brought to us by the Furry Friends of Nantucket. We care for your furry friends with passion. Martina and Boss. Pet Sitting and Care, 508-332-9198.
To be fair, Dick, the rules have changed just a bit since 1932 when you were coaching.
They have, but for the better. All these new rules are good. You know, you wouldn't have as many concussions if you brought back those leather helmets, though.
With no face mask, yeah. You actually used helmets? I thought you were a little bit before, just a little before the helmets.
No, I used the leather helmets, and people weren't getting hurt then because people were considering, in turn, right now they have these rocket science helmets that can go through walls, and so now they're trying to go through people with them. Did you see those back-to-back hits Deion Branch took last week when he went across the middle? The guy was sitting on the couch the week before, and then he gets in and he goes across the middle and he gets wrapped twice. The second one was really
The first one he got
illegal.
up, he had a big smile on his face.
But well, I think that's brought the second one. They said, that sucker's smile, we're going to hit him harder next time, and they did. He must have been thinking after the second one, I should be back on the couch. What am I doing here? It's going across the middle.
Oh, bad snap. The pass is going to fall on it. He doesn't catch it, though, and it's going to be Warrior ball, Mohawk ball, Algonquin ball here on the 25-yard line. A bad snap. The pass had a chance to fall, tried to fall on it, couldn't quite. Those balls bounce around a lot more than you think. And wasn't able to get a hold of it, and Millis Hopedale recovered, and that is...
You'd be nice. Elizabeth Warren will be after you if you start doing all this Indian talk.
That is...
Yeah, finally got you on to shut up.
No, well, because no politics, because I'm all for Elizabeth Warren. Don't get me started.
I hit him with an Elizabeth Warren joke, and he's dumbfounded. He can't talk. He didn't know I had that name in my vocabulary.
I didn't know you read that page of the paper. I only thought you just took the sports. All right. 1st and 10 from the 30.
Oh!
Handoff up the middle. He's able to jump over the pile and get pretty close to a first down.
No.
So one tough cookie.
From pretty nimble running from Chris Owl, number 21.
Did you get a roster, Dean?
Not from
So Millis is coming at the Whalers again, getting handed the perfect field position, and they know how to finish it off, John. Down inside the 20 again.
Well, when you have that size up front and you're basically a power running team, you can just power it down. First one through.
There's number 1, but this one's going to come back
It
on
is
a hold, I believe.
Kapopoulos, and that was a big hole to the left, and he went through it pretty hard.
But the flag is in the holding territory there, so look for this one to come back. When you watch enough football games, you can just tell from where the flag lands what the call is most of the time. When that's scary. So it comes back and it's going to give Nantucket a little bit of a breather there. It's going to make it 1st and 20. Now the defense got to rise to the occasion to make the stop. They don't want Mills to move in again. Already up 27-0. It's the Ducks, Gino, flying south over there.
Oh, yeah.
Pitch out, he able to cut it in, finds some big running room over there, gets back, almost back to the first down marker again.
Yeah, he picks up the 10 yards they lost on the penalty, so that'll bring up a 2nd and 10. How about the blasting Harvard gave to Holy Cross last night? 52-3. You don't think of Harvard as being a powerhouse, but they overwhelmed Holy Cross.
Oh, nice tackle that time. Right at the line of scrimmage by Coleman.
Yeah, he stuck his nose right in there, Valentino, and he waited and brought him right down. But now the receiver crew is coming in, so they're going to go back to the passing on a 3rd and 5.
And the new quarterback, they had a backup quarterback in there for one play. It's nice when you're in the driver's seat so much you can give guys a couple of snaps. It doesn't really matter what they do.
They're in a power formation here, though. Let's see if they pass out of it.
Oh, finds a hole right through there. Touchdown.
Now they're going to say he fell down just at the goal line,
Oof.
so they put the ball on about the 1 foot line.
Yep, you are right. The 1 inch line. He found a big hole to the left and went through it.
3rd and goal. They'll call it the 1, but it's definitely inside the 1. So I think with this touchdown, John, you're going to see Millis clean the bench, I would hope, anyways, and get. They got about 45 kids dressed here.
You don't see many teams in this division that come out every time with 2 tight ends and running backs stacked up behind the quarterback.
And the co-captain has the trifecta. He's got 3 touchdowns for a total of 5 yards. So you know who's going to get the ball when they're near the goal line. He's got a 1 yard touchdown, a 3 yard touchdown, and then another 1 yard touchdown. So to try for the extra point, the kicker is 3 out of 4. And this is another pop-up and wide left. That looks like the one Baltimore kicked the other night, but those replacement officials called it good. I thought it was wide.
Yeah, but you know,
wide right.
You don't lose a game. I'm a big believer in you don't lose a game in the last second.
Oh, no.
You should have won it in the first, all the seconds of the game before.
Oh, yeah. Well, you think, I mean, the Patriots had some drops. But the thing is, they had, they called a penalty on Edelman that brought back a touchdown that wasn't a penalty. They called a hold on Gronkowski that would never have been called in 100 years.
Right.
He touched his shoulder, and as soon as he realized he had his hand on the shoulder, he took it right away. The real officials always let that go when they know that the guy is making an attempt not to hold.
I agree with you.
So that was part of the reason why they were only up by 2 points in the last second.
Also, their defense kind of collapsed right
Oh
down
yeah,
the
you can't
stretch.
give no. They gave up 500 yards.
Yeah.
Plus, Baltimore had 140 in penalties. So if they didn't call the penalties on them, they would have had 600 yards. No, the Patriots didn't deserve to win that game. No.
All right, Lewis picks it up. Look, and he is met at the 20-yard line and stopped hard. And it is going to be Whale the ball. Wells, I think.
Getting worn down.
They're getting worn down, but they would love to. It's important to try to get one in the end zone during the game,
Especially, well, they're not bringing. There's still a lot of the first team in there.
Yeah.
They should really get a whole second unit in here. And they're not. You want to see 11 sparkling white jerseys out there. Then you know they do have a true second team in there. I don't see that at all. Hunter Gray is the only one that's doing a little bit of running. The not the self running. He picks up a little bit of yards, and that will be the last play of the third quarter. So we have played 3 quarters here at Vito Capizzo Stadium. It's Millis 33, the Whalers 0.
You're right. Hunter's one of the bright spots.
Okay, Brian DePass is back in there. 1 quarter to go. Nantucket needs to get a drive going.
Oh, they gave it to Lewis, and he was met.
But
Speaking of that hit from the Patriots game last week, Dick, he was met hard in the backfield.
That hurt him.
Yeah. But Millis has got this game won. They got to get some other kids in there. They brought 45 kids with them, Coach. Get a few more in there to play.
Absolutely.
Right now, they're putting in one at a time. I can see the 37 just went in, 23 just went in. He's getting 6 ready to go in. So he is starting to substitute in some new players. So O'Connell was the intended receiver on that one. Doesn't get near it, bringing up a 4th down. Let's see if Nantucket. Well, they have to punt the ball, but
Where is this high school from?
it's in the town of
Millis.
Millis.
Oh, there is a town called Millis.
Millis, and there's a town called Hopedale. They didn't make up the 2 names. Hey, we want to get a school system together. Let's make up a couple of names.
Well, no. We do play a lot of teams there. We have Bristol Plymouth coming here next week.
Well, there's a Bristol.
But the
there's a Plymouth.
school is not
Where
in.
is Millis?
Where's the school?
And Blue Hills came here. There
Yeah.
is a place called. So there is.
But it's not a Blue Hills.
schools
Well,
that
that's a
come here.
regional high, right?
Tri-County.
No, it's near
South Shore.
it's near Millis's. Where is Millis, Dick? It's one of those South Shore places.
495.
I don't do well between Quincy and Hyannis. And I'm not really concerned. To me, that's a flyover.
Going up
That was a drive-by
495,
place.
you're heading up to Foxborough.
Oh, it is?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it's like Dedham, out near Dedham?
No, not that far up.
So why would they put us 2,
Divisions up?
divisions up?
Good question.
I mean, these guys are unbelievable.
Well, yeah, and when you do that, sometimes it's not fair to the kids either.
You got
We played at, remember King Phillips Academy played in basketball?
but you got to play.
Yeah, why are we playing a school like that? They had a kid that went to Maryland.
You got to play 6. You got to play 6 non-league games.
Yeah.
And when you're in the smallest division, you just can't find teams in your division.
That's
to
true,
play.
that's true.
Millis has got to play 6 non-league games, so they picked up a team smaller than them, which is good for them. But as I said, they're a quality club, and I'm predicting that they will go.
In the top division?
3.
Oh, they're higher than us.
They're in Division 3.
There are 11 divisions. There's like 2 1s, 2 2s, there's 1 5. So technically we were in the 11th division. They're in like Division 8. So they're like 3 up from us. They're in the same division that Vineyard is in.
How's the Vineyard doing this year?
Vineyard, I think it's 2-2. They blew out a weak Randolph team last night, 41-0, I think. But it's interesting. The coaching staff is already talking about the Vineyard, so they got them on their mind.
Nice tackle.
Good tackle
Nice
by
tackle.
O'Connell. Holgate was in on it too.
And Dylan O'Connor now.
So Nantucket makes a big stop there, and we'll get the ball back here as Millis will have to punt on a 4th and 4.
Coleman coming in as going to be a stand-up linebacker. Oh, it's going to be my mistake. It's going to be a punt. Ooh.
High kick. The pass lets it hit the ground. Once he lets it hit the ground, he has no chance of returning. You want to return it, you got to catch it in the air, but it was skied up there. We're in the 4th quarter. Portions of the 4th quarter brought to us by Don Allen Ford. New and used vehicles on sale with Don Allen Ford. Remember, you're watching this game on Geno 99. This game was played Saturday night. You're watching it Monday night. But remember, you can watch this game and all the other games on the internet. Go to GenoTV.com and you can find this, John. So now, when you're over in Amsterdam next month, you can go on the internet and you can see me and Dennis here making fun of you. When you're not around, we make jokes of John.
I wouldn't respect you if you didn't. I mean, I don't respect you now, but I respect you less if you didn't.
So when you're over in Amsterdam, sitting there, get your computer out.
Drinking Heineken.
And watch a little bit of the game. Me and Dennis.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. Because, you know, I want to spend every penny I have to fly to Europe so I can watch you guys on TV. Right down the street from my house.
Have you been to Amsterdam?
No.
Oh, it's a great.
Well, tell Caroline that she can tune in and watch this game and see Dad
There you
doing
go.
the game. Dad, she can pick up Dad doing the game.
Coleman getting a shot at running back. Does a nice job. Maybe they ought to run Coleman at running back a few times.
Yeah, he's got a little success here, but now, John, that's what I like. Look at the defense. They all have what on,
White
John?
shirts.
Nice, sparkling white shirts. Thank you, Coach. Getting some of the younger kids in there. And you have to get them in there. They practice all week.
Yep.
And if it's a tough game, they don't get in it. They should get in this game here.
Coleman again.
Oh!
Over. Nice hit.
Coleman looks hungry there.
Gets close to the 50. Coleman looks like he wants to play when the game's on the line. Looks like he'd be happy getting a little earlier.
So this the tough running there by Coleman, and the Will has got himself a first down. We haven't said that too many times today. I think they only have about 3 for the game. But that's my unofficial stats. Big sweep.
Nice running, stays up. Put it on the sidelines. I think he's got a touchdown.
Touchdown, 53
Hunter Gray.
Hunter Gray.
He made a nice cut to the outside, and then it was just a foot race. And the Whalers are finally on the board.
So Hunter Gray takes it in from 53 yards out. And I want you to start thinking, John. We're going to do a little thing here at the game. At the end of the game, we'll give out 3 stars. So think of your 3 stars for the Whalers, and we'll compare notes and see how.
I love when you say compare notes, because that always means, in the past, is I'll tell you which to vote for.
No, we're going to compare notes. You pick your 3, I'm going to pick my 3.
Offside. The pass puts it right down the middle.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play is going to be offside against Millis.
So that will be declined.
Nice kick by DePass.
So with 5:27 to go here in the game, Nantucket has broken the shutout and now trails 33-7. Maybe an onside kick, I don't know. They're playing the Notre Dame fight song. That always gets you riled up.
I miss high school bands, Dick. I miss marching bands at high school games. We had one when I was in high school. They had a big marching band.
Check out Island Variety. Back to school supplies. Halloween's around the corner. Get your Halloween cards, Halloween costumes, Halloween candy at Island Variety. John took that serious. I just was bouncing out off him. He's over there writing things down.
I'm looking at this, looking at the yardage,
he's checking out his
stats.
He's checking his iPhone.
Weighing it out. I'm in the big Geno instant replay booth, so I can see some of what happened.
Okay, the pass kicks it deep. Oh! Missed tackle, and they got a hold there.
Couple of missed tackles. Is it a hold or are they an inadvertent face mask?
Well, we'll find out. It could be that, John. You could be right. It's thrown in the area of the hold, but maybe it's the inadvertent face mask. No, it's going to be the hold. So that'll all come back.
Here you go, Dick.
And Mills will be starting back deep in their part of the field. Mills is looking for an offensive tackle. I'm ready to get into the game. Can I?
You ready?
Give me a helmet. I'll go in at offensive tackle. I'll go in.
I would love to see that. The George Plimpton coach. Remember that?
I remember George Plimpton. Paper Lion.
No, George Plimpton was young.
That's true.
He was the right age.
Well, if I went in an offensive tackle, it'd be a new lineup. The split wide offensive tackle. I'd line up about a foot off the field. Just to make sure that nobody get near me. Remember Army with the lonesome end? It'd be Dick Herman and the lonesome offensive tackle. I might even be standing down near the Booster Club shack when the play started.
Can you eat linguices while they don't fit in the mask?
Even if I was lining up offside, I might still stand down there. All right, 4:42 to go in this one. Nantucket would love to get the ball back one more time here, Joe. Let's see if they can make a stop.
Well, it's second and short. Second and about 3. Quarterback sneak. First down, it looks like.
Yeah, good call there. Good run. Keeps the clock moving. Picks up the first down. They'll have another 4 downs. And
now he got hit hard by Jake Pearl, number 52, and was able to keep going and make a few yards after the hit. To me, that's a good football play.
Oh! Tough run there, but a good stick at the end of that by James Aloisi getting in some action. But it's a pickup of 9 yards here. And Nantucket has gone to their bench also here, getting in some of their younger kids, getting a chance to pop. 3:28 to go in this one.
It's a lot different in practice, so you got to give everyone a look.
Well, this is where you earn some points with the coaching staff, and you might have a chance to move up in the depth chart. You know, they look at this film, they look at their own films. The coaches remember what they see during the game, and
now, is this lineup we're seeing today for the Whalers? Is this their standard lineup? Are there some injuries to deal with? I mean,
no, they're pretty healthy right now. Everybody, most of the team out in the field now are the second team, but the team
I mean what we saw all day.
The team we saw starting, no, that's what you see is what you get. They're pretty healthy this time of the year. But next week, next Saturday night, if you're watching this on Geno 99 Monday night or on the internet during the week, be back here at the field next Saturday night, 5 o'clock start. Bristol Plymouth. They're only a jump up of 1 league as opposed to 3 but they're in the same class that Bishop Connolly and Blue Hills is. Nantucket is split, beating Bishop Connolly, losing to Blue Hills.
Well, the second unit for the Mohawks is grinding out first downs, just like the first unit.
Moving the ball. That's always important. Remember, the Boost Club meets each and every Tuesday night, room 20, CPS, 7 o'clock, 1 hour meetings, and the Boost Club's over there at the shack, selling goodies, selling clothing items, raising money to support all the teams. Remember, the Boost Club supports all teams: football, soccer, field hockey in the fall, golf in the winter, basketball, swimming.
And they provide the best food of any high school football program in America.
They do. All right, John, I got my 3.
I got my 3.
Wheel of Stars. Do you want me to read them first?
No, I thought you were going to figure them out. See, I have mine hermetically sealed.
No. We're just going to read them.
Oh, we're going to read them and talk about them. All right.
Just read them and talk about
On
them.
the ear.
Just to see how close we are.
Oh, so now I really got to pick 3.
You really got to pick 3.
No, I got 3.
This is something. I said this is something new. All
right.
Pick 3. It's not the old stuff. This is the new. This is a new gig, John.
This is the new Gino
This is the
TV.
new-
All right, I'm ready.
This is Gino 99. On Gino 99.
What's
we picked
99?
3.
It's 2013. I feel like it's 1999.
We're on channel 99 on the TV now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When you want to watch this
That's
game
why we're
Monday
Gino
night, go to 99.
Oh, that makes perfect sense.
Oh, yeah.
So go turn the channel
What happened to
99.
17?
It's a
They just got
Hispanic
mushed
channel.
up?
They wanted all the.
It's Gino TV in Hispanic? In Spanish?
It's
No.
coming.
That would be great.
All right, we have a
All right, here we go.
field. Give me your
Let's
3
talk. Here's
stars.
my
What do you
3,
got?
yeah.
In order. Go with number 3. Go backwards. Go 3, 2, 1.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Cooper Voigt,
Cooper Voigt, number 3. Okay.
number 3. Hunter Gray, number 2.
Hunter Gray, number 2.
And Zach Von Campen, number 1.
Number 1. Okay, pretty good. Good selection.
Good
My
tackle.
3.
Zach played a good job on defense. You know, he got up against when you're up front and trying to make a difference against a team that big and strong. It's tough, but I thought he did a pretty good job coming up and stringing them out.
Okay, my 3. At number 3, I have Jake Pearl. Number 2, Zach Von Campen, a little overlapping there. And number 1, Hunter Gray, a little bit more
There you go.
overlapping. So we were both watching the same game somewhat.
So instead of thinking about it, you did the same thing I do. Whose ever name we've called out the most?
Well, that's part of it.
Part of it, right?
That's part of it. When you,
Hard to get away from that.
it's hard to get away from that. The guys that are making the plays, the guys that are doing things.
And sometimes, to be
get the
honest,
name-
after a play where the Whales make a tackle and I'm chatting with you, I just look out and see who's laying on the ground. He might not even have involved in the play. That's how I call people's names out.
But if he's laying there, he's
If he's
in a
laying
good
there-
position.
So if you want your name called and you're on defense,
Just
Lay on the ground for a
just
while.
lay on the ground for a while. Okay, so
so this was a long night for the
Mills-
Whalers.
Millis is probably got about 2 more plays in their game here, and they're just running straight ahead right now.
Hand off up the middle. Brought down by number 63, Matt Correa.
So he picks up about 3, and Terrell's Korea's little brother's in there, Matt. He makes a play on that one. And this could be the last play of the game, John. So, and Millis is even going to run a play. So Millis will go to 3-1. Nantucket's going to go to 1-3. Again, all non-league games. They haven't started the league yet. And they have 1 more non-league game next week. They have 5 non-league games, then 5 games in the league, and then the Island Cup at the end of the year. So that will do it. Millis does not come out of the huddle, and their first trip to Nantucket for a football game that I can remember, unless they came here before I got involved with the football program, is successful for them.
Same time, 5 o'clock kickoff.
So we thank John for calling today's game.
Good to be back.
Gino Gang on camera. This is Dick Herman saying good night for Gino 99. Remember to put a smile on your face each and every day, even if you have to laugh at yourself. Go Patriots.